Hey everyone, it's Kadaux here. If you saw the last one, I'm deciding to remake this. Things got a little repetitive in the last one, and maybe this one will be shorter. I don't know. I hope so. So we will see. We'll see. We're going to be talking about Pokemon, and you've probably heard of Pokemon, whether it be through the TV show with like Ash Ketchum, or the video games, maybe, or the Vaporeon meme. Or maybe through some other sorts of media. Maybe you've seen God of War. Not God of War like Kratos. God of War, which is a grass type Pokemon. I think Grass and Fairy. I could be wrong. So my I think I'm going to hopefully talk about the fascination and if they were in our world. Like, what would that be like? Now, I know I pointed this out the last time, but I didn't point it out fully. My favorite top 5 Pokemon. Seems a little random to say, but I feel like I'd say it, because why not? Number 5 is Lycanroc. 4 is Meowscarada, the new kind of cat grass type. Third would be Leafeon. 2 would be Absol. And number 1 would be Lucario. I know they're kind of basic picks, but yeah, I like them, you know. So the fascination with Pokemon could be just their looks, because, or it could be the fact that they're super powered, and because people would be kind of cool. I mean, like, the electric types could help with like powering plants and or houses. Fire types could help with like factories or fireplaces, I guess. Grass types could be good for crops. It could be very interesting. So it'd be helpful and cool. Now, I think if they were in our world, the one main concern would be if we don't have Pokemon Trainer in us, we'd get one shot by like a Thunderbolt attack, etc. We'd fold, we'd crumble. It'd be very dangerous. And even if we did have that kind of blood that allowed us to tank that, it becomes the problem of well, we don't obviously have Pokeballs, so what would we do then? Where would we store them? The other weird thing is, what would be the healthcare? Because in the TV show and video games, healthcare is basically free, unless if you're like using the potions that you have to buy. That's one thing. But in the TV show, you literally can just walk in and be like, I'm injured, my Pokemon's injured, can you help me? And they'll be like, heck yeah. And I'm like, that's awesome. That's awesome. And so, I mean, of course, there's the jokers out there, there's a laws against the Pokemon Batman. I can do whatever I want. I see that in like almost every single Pokemon post I see. It's something. Now, the other problem is, how do we treat them? Because we could either treat them, because they have human-like intelligence, would we treat them fairly? Would we treat them like animals? What would we do? So that would be another good point. I think there was a Detective Pikachu movie that kind of tried to do a little bit more realistic approach on what Pokemon could look like. And people, I think, are so used to them being animated from the TV show and video games, where in our world, would they be kind of probably realistic? So that could be interesting to see. And also in the Detective Pikachu movie, I think Pikachu can talk. And in the TV show, Meowth can talk. Which means, and this is true, Pokemon can actually learn languages. And like any language, any human language. It'd be really funny, by the way, hearing a Pokemon just cuss up a violent storm. Like Gordon Ramsay level of anger and just cussing non-stop. Please give me an animation of that, please. I would love that. There's also many moments. Why I mentioned the Pokemon Trainer Blood is because there's been many moments in the TV show you've seen someone get attacked and then they live. Like, many times people have been struck by Pikachu's Thunderbolt or whatever, and then they just live somehow at the end of it. And I don't understand how that works, but, whatever. I think another thing would be... Another thing would be cool is, in the games and kind of the TV show, there's a friendship writing. When and some Pokemon can actually evolve from having a high friendship rating. And when it evolves, it can go bigger, smaller, more. It basically gets more powerful. That's kind of the guarantee. It's kind of cool. In the TV show, they make it look a lot cooler. But then in the game, it's not that bad. And obviously, if they have really close friendship, they also obviously trust you a lot. Kind of like a real life friendship in a really weird way. I think it'd be really cool. I think the other thing people would want to do if Pokemon were here is probably do like research on them or whatever. And what's really weird, and you can search this up. I promise you can search this up. In the Pokemon world, it is legal to marry your Pokemon. When I learned that, I was shook. I was like, there's no way. I did a tiny bit of research and I'm like, oh my lord, it is true. So, and what's funny is there's no limit. It's like, you think, oh, I can just marry one. No. Technically, you can marry as many as you want. Of course, because they're human like intelligence, they probably get jealous and probably butthurt. And, it would hurt. Because you're marrying another Pokemon. Unless if, like, those Pokemon grew together, then, okay, they could have a bond. So technically, you could, in a sense, marry your Lycanroc, your Madascara, your Leafeon, Absol, and Lucario. You could do that. Like, all of them. And I'm thinking that would be something. That would be really cursed. And I'm not even going to go into the other stuff, like with the Vaporeon meme discussed. I'm not going into that because I don't want to get demonetized. I'm not even monetized. I don't want to get the video removed. There's plenty of stuff you can find for that. Trust me. So, it's really cool. I think people should... I don't want to crush anyone's dreams here. I want to make that very obvious. I'm not trying to crush anyone's dreams. I just want to be realistic. It'd be really cool seeing these Pokemon in our world, and I could definitely see some people treating them very nice, some people treating them not so nice, but the funny thing is those people who treat them not so nice, I feel are going to get easily realize that they'll get punished, because they have human-like intelligence. They're not technically animals. They're very smart. So it's really weird. And I would love to see them in our world. I think it would be really cool to see them have friendships. Maybe if you all want more, or maybe even after that, more. You can go that far. It would be really cool. I think the awkward part is that in the games and TV show, you often see kids, teenagers doing it, but, whatever. You adults could do it too. There's a lot I could cover, but I hope this wasn't super boring. There's so much else I could say, but I want to keep it quickish. So, I'm just going to end it here. Have a good day or night, whichever it be for you, because it could be either. I love y'all. And, maybe see you in the next one. Up to you guys. I'm not gonna do that whole like and subscribe and then threaten you. I'm not that kind of guy. Do it if you want. And then, oh, and eat some, drink some water, eat some ice cream. Because ice cream's good. And, love y'all. Be safe.